Hello, you're welcome back to class. Today we'll be looking at the plot of the novel Stigma by Samson Shobayo. The novel centers on Nkiru and their relationship with Tiwa, a childhood friend. Nkiru was born on the same day and at the same hospital as Tiwa. Their mothers, Mrs. Okechukwu and Mrs. Ajayi, were delivered of them at the Lagos University Teaching Hospital. This marks the beginning of friendship for both women. Their children took it up as they grew into young adults and became inseparable twins at the university. With time, Nkiru and Tiwa's relationship became the envy of all. Many acquaintances admired their relationship and take them for twin sisters. At the university, they were reading the same course, living in the same hostel, sharing the same room, and doing their studies, chores, and outings together. One of the admirers is Lanre. He actually loves Nkiru, but he could not reach her without warming up to the two friends. One day, he meets them going towards the hostel. He greets them, but Tiwa rebuffs him and pulls her friend away from the young man's attention. This Nkiru considers as rude and disrespectful. Tiwa did not see anything wrong with in embarrassing the young man. Rather, she accuses her friend of belittling herself by paying attention to everybody. Lanre runs into Tiwa and Nkiru again as they make their way to meet their friends Chuks and Ola, who had come to take them out on a date. Chuks and Tiwa are intimate friends. Tiwa is pushing Nkiru into Ola's hands. This time around, Lanre did not allow Tiwa to wash him down. He makes it clear to her that he was not interested in her, but Nkiru. 2 weeks after, Lanre was able to have audience with Nkiru at the cafeteria. She had walked in alone to eat. Lanre, who was there earlier, used the opportunity to link up with her. They met again the third time when Nkiru went to a pharmacy to buy drugs for Tiwa. Ola sees them and takes offense, but Tiwa, who was sick, calms the situation. She had fallen sick 2 weeks after piercing her nose and ear with unsterilized equipment at a salon. The attendant forgot to sterilize it due to the chaos caused by a petrol tanker accident outside the salon. Nkiru is lucky. The attendant sterilized the equipment before piercing her nose. Nkiru and Lanre met the fourth time at an awareness campaign organized by the National Agency for the Control of AIDS. Many students had gathered for counseling and testing. Persuaded by Lanre's informed opinion on HIV, Nkiru and Tiwa decided to do the test. While Tiwa's result is negative, Nkiru finds out that she is positive. Lanre is supportive when he hears this news, but her family, friends, and acquaintances began to keep away from her and antagonize her. Tiwa develops sudden hatred for her friend. When she heard the news, she began to avoid her and to spread the news of her HIV status around the campus. Her mother tells the part of Tiwa she is angry and disappointed at Nkiru. She accuses her of being promiscuous and carefree. Adana, her elder sister, joins her mother to scorn and harass Nkiru. Even Ola, her boyfriend, distanced himself from her. At school, friends and schoolmates avoided her like a plague. No student wants to stand, stay, or sit near her at the lecture hall or cafeteria anymore. The stigmatization would have been overbearing but for the support of Lanre, a newfound friend, Okechukwu, her father, Kelechi, her brother, Lanre's mother, Mrs. Onabanjo. They identified with her, drew her close, and encouraged her to live her life in spite of her status. Lanre and Nkiru became inseparable pair in the campus. Lanre takes Nkiru home every time he visited his mother, assembling at the Victoria Island home. This deepens their relationship and helps Nkiru to know Lanre more. With Lanre's unconditional assistance, Nkiru regains her confidence. She begins to live her full life in spite of what people might say. The result of the medical checkup she has been doing also helped her to boost her self-esteem. They did not show she has HIV/AIDS. She has not fallen sick since the HIV test. Lanre therefore encourages her to take another HIV test at a private hospital. Nkiru obeys Lanre. The new result shows that Nkiru is negative. Wow. She is surprised. Rather than doubt her new status, Lanre tells her to recollect what happened the day she did the first test, hoping the result could have been that of a mistaken identity. Nkiru remembers that she wrote her name before Tiwa's name as they sat on the queue waiting for their turn, but she went in first for the test. It then dawns on Lanre that the result envelope were possibly released based on the names written down. Tiwa has the infection, not you. My God, I should have known. The code she had on the day you went to buy the drugs for her was the beginning. The illnesses. She has the virus, not you, Lanre explains. Rather than being happy with her new status, Nkiru is concerned about how to tell her friend. She did not seek vengeance. She makes personal efforts to help Tiwa out. She goes on and tells Tiwa's mother of her fears and the need for her to do an HIV test. On her part, Tiwa learns to be kind and compassionate the hard way. According to the writer, on every passing day, she cried her heart out. What bothered her most was how she would stand up to Nkiru, a friend she had discarded for close to a year, for the very same infection she now has. She battled with her conscience for her maltreatment of Nkiru, a bosom friend. Mrs. Okechukwu, who is Nkiru's mother, may never have forgiven herself because for the several times she tried to make up with Nkiru, she did not give her chance. So students, we have seen from this novel that it is good to be nice to people. Never be rude to others because you're in a better position today, like Tiwa was to Lanre and later to Nkiru. Also, you should know that you should not stigmatize those living with HIV/AIDS because it is not the end of life. Show them care and love. Also, do not use unsterilized objects. Finally, be the friend that stays through the thick and thin. Hope you have learned greatly from the storyline of the novel. Do have a wonderful day. See you in the next class. Bye.